Hello sim racers, today in F1 2020 we're going to be taking a look at this black Mercedes mod. As you know, Mercedes have changed their livery for this season and unfortunately Codemasters haven't quite gotten around to it as yet, so I decided to look up a mod. This mod is made by somebody named Gallus. You can get this off of Race Department. I will also leave a link in the description. What I really did like about this mod specifically wasn't just the car, but they actually changed the race suits while you're driving. So there's no Lewis Hamilton in a white suit while he's driving the black car, hence choosing this mod. It's really well done, 10 out of 10. So today we're going to be doing a back of the grid challenge at Monza, Italy. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know this is one of my favorite circuits. We have the AI on 95%, which should give us a decent enough challenge hopefully, and we're going to take it from there. Opening up with the strategy, I like to go on to medium tires at the beginning of the race, especially if I'm starting from the back, to try and run as long and as deep into the race as I can, and then switch over to soft tires for my final stint, where I am at that point very light on fuel hopefully, and I'm in the rhythm for the race. I also like to add an extra couple of laps worth of fuel, so I usually take it to maybe sort of 3.5 laps extra, and that's usually the way how I go about setting it. Try to aim for one stop in a 50% race. So starting off, not getting a brilliant getaway from the line behind Latifi and Magnussen. Use a little bit of overtake to try and catch up, and Latifi moves over to the right blocking me, but it's the first corner and I'm not going to win from here, so just being a little bit cautious, letting them go through. If anyone wants to break their front wing, they can get on with it, and just allowing myself to fall back just a little bit, just punching a little bit of overtake here just to try and sort of not fall too far back. There's no advantage for DRS until lap 3, so just staying within the range. Making a couple of quick overtakes there. Yeah, not bad, thanks Jeff. So yeah, just trying to stay with the pack as best as possible, making up to Russell, who's just half a second in front right now. I don't like to use very much of my ERS too early on in the first lap if I can avoid it, but I like to sort of bump start it, just use a little bit. No, sorry Gasly, I didn't mean that. Hopefully, I think that's the only time I bump into anyone for the whole race, and I didn't get a warning for it, so it's not too bad. And I don't think I damaged my wing, so that was okay. But yeah, sorry about that Gasly. Anyway, just hunting him down. Thankfully he doesn't have a puncture and I don't appear to have damaged his car. It's just to the back, so that's okay. But obviously the superior power of the Mercedes on rich fuel plus overtake, he doesn't really stand a chance. Just braking as late as possible into turn 1, going a little bit deep, but just making it my own territory. You're not coming anywhere near me. You're just trying to sort of come out of turn 2 there, switching into rich, just trying to make sure that we can catch up to the pack in front. This is 15th place already, so not bad at all. Coming into turns 3 and 4 here, the packs will slow down. It's like if somebody's had a problem up front possibly. Coming up close to the back of Perez now. But yeah, something's going on up front that's just slowing them down. I'm not quite sure. I think it's Raikkonen up there maybe. Kvyat, also Science. Oh no, Giovinazzi. So yeah, right car, wrong driver. So getting a pass on Kvyat and Perez there into the Ascari chicane. Just barely pulling that off, just going up the inside. Moving on here, just a little bit later on in the race. Catching up to the back of Giovinazzi, full DRS, braking into Ascari, stopping just in time to not bump into Science, using a tangle between the two McLarens, Albon and Raikkonen. So getting a chance to just run up on the group using some overtake, rich fuel, trying to break down into a parabolic car. Managed to take 3 of them. Norris is hanging on of course, but managed to dispatch him and also get the DRS on Kimi, which is pretty cool. So Kimi's going to be done as well, using some overtake and standard fuel in that instance. get the car slowed down here for turns 1 and 2, first chicane. And Stroll's next on our list, so we're going to skip ahead just where we're catching up to the back of Stroll now. Catch him in a Scary, but going a little bit wide there, making a bit of a mistake, so losing a little ground to him, but still only like 5 tenths behind, 4 tenths now, so not bad. He's going to be probably gotten in the DRS zone. Come around Parabolica again, only for the 5th time. We're only 5 laps in so far. This is not bad. Rich fuel, DRS and overtake on. Again, there's just nothing you can do about that, absolutely nothing. Engaging the overtake early enough usually helps in that process as well. It's good for low acceleration and it's good for top speed. So moving on, it was a bit lonely for a while, trying to chase down Ocon. He's like 3 seconds in front. But yeah, luckily over here we get Ricardo in the pits, so we get a free position. Still chasing Ocon, 3.3 seconds in front. Very good to see him doing well upon his return to Renault, or return and coming in with Renault. So yeah, this is us again, and now we've managed to get past just about everyone almost in the pits. So we passed our teammate, obviously, we passed Vettel in the pits, so that only leaves us with Verstappen and Leclerc out front, catching them nicely. And as you can see, they're still on soft tyres, so now comes the stage where both of them have to pit, and this is the stage where it benefits me from having the medium tyres on. I get to run that much longer and that much deeper into the race, which, assuming there's no safety car coming to mess up the strategy, you can tend to get away with this, which is really cool. That's my favourite way to do this. So as you can see, Gasly is now shaken out in 2nd place. I think with those hard tyres on, he's changed them. Bottas is right behind him though, but there's a 15-second gap, so I'm gonna have to make up some more time if I want to be clean in the pit stop. Moving on a little bit further here, we see Gasly's 16 seconds behind, 13 laps. It's about 3 laps before I'm scheduled to pit at this stage. So not bad. Working here, just trying to keep the gap, trying to maintain that distance. As we see here, just a lap later, again same distance. Gasly's gone from the equation, however Bottas has retaken his place in 2nd. I'm coming in for my pit stop. So what do we have here? Yeah, first pit box is for us right here. Obviously we're going to get past in the pits, so that's going to be Bottas, Leclerc, Vettel. It's going to be touch and go with Verstappen, so we're going to see what happens here. But yeah, that's Bottas going through. The 2 red dots are both the Ferraris going through. Oh, and there's a blue dot coming. So Verstappen's going to be coming at full speed. But it looks like we've done just enough. Get the car slowed down. It's always awkward coming out the pits because that's the first time you're going to make a mistake, especially at such a sharp chicane. But yeah, just barely managing to stay in front of Verstappen. And it looks like we're only a little bit behind this group. Jumping on again a lap or 2 ahead, and we've managed to cut down the gap. We're on the back of Leclerc, we're within DRS range within that 1 second, so obviously that's going to massively help the cause in trying to get in front. And the benefit being I am the one on soft tyres right now, and all the runners in front are on mediums, so I have better traction and obviously a much better speed than they do. Going purple in the middle sector here, just hunting them down, chasing them through a Scary, just letting them just go in front of me for now, because I know by the time we get to Parabolica, one of them at least is going to be mine. So let's see, maybe even 2. But braking at the 50-meter board just in front. Oh, Charlie tries to block me, but it's too late. We go wheel to wheel. Sorry, Charlie L. And thanks, Jeff, much appreciated. And here we are, we have DRS behind Vettel. 7 laps to go, but we're definitely in control here. Soft tyres versus their mediums. We still have plenty of fuel, plenty of ERS. These guys are definitely in trouble. It's one of those ones when you just, it's under control. So allowing the two of them to go ahead and to fight it out a little bit. I don't really want to do anything to upset my teammate, but obviously Vettel I want to put behind me as quickly as possible. So just sticking with the action here. Vettel's still just hard on Valtteri's tail, just not letting him go, and he's going to get DRS, but I am also going to get DRS. So coming down the back straight, just pulling up, using some overtake, rich fuel, everything, just throwing everything at it, but then coming into Ascari, realizing that it was going to put Valtteri in an awkward position, I just decided to back off a little bit and just give it some time. I'll be able to approach again without disturbing my teammate. So here we end up going past Valtteri into Parabolica, behind Vettel, but by this point he must be scared, looking in his mirrors knowing that it's all over, because I have DRS, I have a lot of ERS battery, and I still have fuel enough to get him, and he moves right, tries to block me. I go on up the inside, I'm not having any of that, and take the place from him. Immediately he falls back into third position because he's gobbled up by Leclerc behind. Unfortunately Valtteri's fallen back a bit, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice for the team 1-2. But yeah, just skipping a few corners ahead. As you see, we're starting to build up a gap. Broken out the DRS from Leclerc. Just trying to push just a little bit, not too much, because sometimes mistakes happen when you try and be over the top. But just trying to build like a nice little gap. As we skip on here, nearing the end of the race now, we managed to build up a 4.6 second lead over Leclerc. Leclerc and Vettel still seem to be battling. Valtteri's fallen back. I think this is Verstappen over here, yep. Verstappen's broken down. So I guess that probably explains his lack of speed earlier and why he didn't jump me in the pits. But yeah, maintaining a nice distance between me and the second place, just what I need. Don't need to be pushing it too hard at this point. And yeah, it's pretty much straightforward from here, assuming that I keep it on the black stuff. Round Parabolica once again. Just, I like to save that ERS when I'm driving. I like to not try and use it up too much, and to just be able to save some. The fuel's almost out, but thankfully with only 2 laps to go, it's done okay. That's 10% of our starting excess fuel, because we started with like just over 3 laps worth, so not bad with only 2 laps to go. Done alright. Again, maintaining that ERS, just keeping that there, just in case somebody catches up, just in case I make a mistake, anything like that. You never know what happens. So just trying to keep it nice and calm. And there we go. See, talking about keeping it calm and making mistakes, and I run right into the gravel there. Thankfully everyone's so far behind, but I lose nearly a second, 8 tenths, a good 8 tenths there, just for making that silly mistake. The tyres are just not at their freshest anymore. So at this point it's just literally just about making it to the end. We have a Ascari to go, and yeah, probably like a lap and a third, maybe a lap and a quarter at this point. Using just a little bit of ERS just to push on a bit. I'm not sure who that's coming up to, probably Latifi at the back. One of the Williams, definitely, for sure. But yeah, pretty much easy street from here. Just taking a chance again to just show off the car, because that's the real star of the show here. I totally love the way how this mod was done, and I love the fact that obviously the suit's updated as well. That makes a massive difference. And I just wanted to just give you guys a look at the new mod and just spend a little time here racing around Monza, which again, like I say, is probably one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite. So any excuse to race here is good enough for me, especially in F1. So yeah, coming down, I think they call this what, Retifilia, I think think. I'm not sure. My Italian's not very good. Anyway, into Ascari for the final time. Just keeping it together. Not doing anything crazy. Had a red second sector, so no illusions of fastest lap on the last lap. But I already held the fastest lap, and on medium tires, those guys aren't going to be able to get it. So I believe that would be 26 points towards me. Thank you very much. Thank you, team. You guys are the best. Thank you very much, everyone back at the factory. You know, all the stuff. But yeah, here we go. So Mercedes black livery. Like I said, the link's going to be in the description. Gallus race department, that was the person who made it. The link will be there. Thank you very, very much for watching today, guys.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.